Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, CFL Week 12. Whew, where is the summer gone? We are about to start the college football season and the NFL season. We'll get all three of them kicked off in the next few weeks, along with the NASCAR chase for the championship. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things coming to Robert Sports Show for the rest of 2026. All right, Week 11. 500, 6-6, 2-2, 2-2, and 2-2. Win-loss against the spread and over/under. Year to date, we are at 54.7%. Not great, not bad. Want to be at 60. We're at 54, 55% round up. So not close. So a couple good weeks, we should get there around 60, hopefully. Straight up picks 27-15 against the spread. That's always been my kind of Achilles heel. 19-23, and then 23-19 on the over/under. So that's 69-57, 54.7%. All right. Week number 12 kicks off tonight with the worst team versus the best team. The 0-9 Ottawa Blacks. They are 8th in points allowed, 9th in points given up. 8th in points scored, 9th in points allowed, 8th in offensive yards, 9th in defensive yards allowed. In the last three games, they have given up, on average, 20 more points per game than they've scored. They've scored 16, they've given up 36. On the other hand, the Montreal Alouettes, the best team, 8-1, number 2 in points scored, 3rd in points allowed, 1st in defensive yards allowed, 1st in offensive yards. In the last three games, they have scored 37.6 points per game on average. That tops their season average of 35.7. Defensively, they are getting stingy. On average on the season, 27.4 points per game. In the last three, 20.3. Outscoring their opponent on average by 17 points a game. All time against the Ottawa Red Blacks, Montreal Alouettes are 24-14. They are 3-0 in 2025. They are 2-0 here in 2026. Week 4, Montreal won 37-35. Week 7, they won 34-13. They won 13 straight against Ottawa. Montreal is favored by 13.5. Oh, that is a big number, but again, on average in the last three games, they've scored 17 more points per game. I got Montreal winning, of course. Ottawa covering the 13.5. And then I'm going under on the 62.5. Had to really kind of look at some numbers on that one. It was kind of back and forth. I'm like, 13.5 is a big number. Yes, week 7 they covered it, but in week 4 they did not. And then last year, I think 2 of the 3 weeks they did cover it. So, all right, next up we have the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 5-4 taking on the 7-3 Edmonton Elks. 7th in points scored for Winnipeg, 6th in points allowed, 7th in offensive yards, 6th in defensive yards allowed. In the last 3 games, they've scored 27 points per game, which is a point more than their season average of 26.3, while giving up literally about the same 29.3 points per game, while the Edmonton Elks, on the other hand, 4th in points scored for the year, 1st in points allowed for the year, 3rd in offensive yards, 4th in defensive yards allowed. They are scoring 2 points or so more per game average in the last 3 at 32.6 versus their season-long average of 30.1. Defensively, just a little bit worse at 29.3 points per game versus their season average of 26. All-time, Edmonton has beaten Winnipeg 77, 63, and 2. Last year, they played 2 games and they tied 1-1. Week 4 this year, Edmonton won 23-18. The line on this one is Edmonton minus 5.5. So I am picking the Elks to win, to cover, and under on that 59.5. I'm thinking it's going to be more like week 4. All right, next up we have the 4-6 Hamilton Tiger Cats taking on the 4-5 Toronto Argonauts. The Tiger Cats 8th in points scored, 5th in points allowed, 9th in offensive yards this season. Which is weird to me how they are worse than Ottawa on offensive yards, but they're 4 wins because their defense yards allowed is number 2 in the league. That is why. In the last 3 games, they are scoring 23.3 points per game while giving up 30, while the Argonauts are 5th in points scored, 7th in points allowed, 2nd in offensive yards, 7th in defensive yards allowed. In the last 3 games, they're also scoring 23 points a game, 23.6, while giving up 28. All time, Hamilton is 193-2 versus Toronto. Last year, Hamilton won 2 games to 1 versus Toronto. In week 7 this year, Hamilton won 24-23. Decisions. I do like Hamilton with this game. So I am taking Hamilton plus 4.5 because the line now is minus 4.5 for Toronto. So I got Hamilton plus 4.5 under on the 60.5. Next up, we have the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who are 6-3 on the season, taking on the 4-5 BC Lions. Saskatchewan, 3rd in points scored, 2nd in points allowed. Now, in the last 3 games, they are scoring a tick below their season average of 32.6 on scoring. They are scoring 29.6. Defensively, the same thing. They're just a tick behind. On the season, their average defense is giving up 26.8. In the last 3 games, they're giving up 24. First in offense, 406.6 yards per game. Their defense is 3rd on fewest yards allowed at 370.8. BC, on the other hand, they're 6th in points scored, 4th in points allowed, but they're 1st in defensive yards allowed at 339.6. Offensively, they're 4th at 411.7. All right, in the last 3 games, BC 30.6 points per game while giving up 23. All time, Saskatchewan 88-81 versus BC. Last year, Saskatchewan was 2-1 versus BC. Week 2, Saskatchewan won 31-27. And in the last 10 games head-to-head, Saskatchewan has beat BC 7 times, 7-3. So the line in this game, because they're the home team, is BC minus 1.5. So I'm actually taking Saskatchewan plus 1.5 under on the 61.5. All right, so we got Montreal winning. We got Ottawa covering the 13.5. Ottawa covering the 13.5. Couldn't read my own handwriting there for a moment. So I don't think they're going to win by that 13.5. So I got Ottawa covering that. So Montreal winning under on the 62.5. I got Edmonton winning minus 5.5 under on the 59.5. I got Hamilton plus 4.5 under on the 60.5. And then I got Saskatchewan plus 1.5 and under on the 61.5. That is the CFL week number 12. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports talk content.